can't believe it. I'm so excited I can hardly stand it. I've waited so long for this moment. It was no easy task to drag you all the way here after you passed out. And tying you up wasn't easy either. But it's done. And now I have you all to myself. We can do everything we've always wanted to do but couldn't. Now that you're here, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? I haven't even taken your blindfold off. Silly me. Here, let me just reach around and gently untie it. Now I can see those beautiful eyes of yours. And you can see me. You remember me, right? It's Yumi, from the grade below you. We talked only a few days ago. I left that note in your locker. I knew you would be too sweet to ignore a handwritten note, and I was right. You showed up exactly when I asked you to. In fact, you were even a little early. Were you that excited to see me? Was your heart beating fast? I know mine was. That was when I confessed my love to you. But then things got a little confusing. You rejected me. Oh, don't worry, darling. I'm not mad at you. I know exactly why you rejected me. I know it's because of that girl, Nanami. I saw you talking to her in the courtyard on Monday. I saw how she cornered you and demanded you accept her confession. I know your smile was fake. You wouldn't have rejected me if she wasn't controlling you. You wanted so badly to accept my confession, to be with me instead of her, but you were afraid of what she might do. You don't need to worry about that, darling. She won't find you here. And now, all that's left is to... No, not like this. I made sure to lock the door. This can't be happening. She's always getting in my way, always coming between us at our most intimate moments. Don't worry, I'll get rid of her. I won't let her get in the way of our love this time.
I can't believe you. You knew that we had a date planned today. I could tell something was wrong when they didn't show up, and now I know why. You had my love tied up in your basement? Oh, dearie, it's okay. Now that I'm here, you have nothing to worry about. She won't interrupt us again. Although, it is nice that she did all of this work already. I wasn't looking forward to tying you up. I would do anything for us, but I don't want to cause you harm. I had the rope ready in my backpack, just in case you tried to leave me, but I didn't want to have to use it. She must be some kind of sadist to have done this to you. You must be so scared. You finally had the chance to go on a date with the love of your life, and instead you were captured and tied up in a basement.
Hey, I'm no sadist. It's not my fault they look so adorable when they're helpless like this, squirming under those ropes. Don't worry, darling. I'll untie you as soon as I get rid of her.
No, you've got it all wrong. I'm the one getting rid of you. They already accepted my confession. They're mine. We had our first date planned for today and everything. It was going to be so perfect. I spent 5 hours last night preparing a picnic. I made chocolate chip cookies, a lemon meringue pie, French eclairs, and 6 kinds of sandwiches. I even woke up at 5 this morning to squeeze oranges for the juice. You don't understand my devotion. I was going to be the perfect girlfriend. They would never be able to leave me. Isn't that right, dearie? The perfect girlfriend for someone as amazing as you. We were going to have so much fun together, just you and me. We can still have this future. All you have to do is come with me. I'll untie you, and we can get out of this terrible basement. You love me, don't you?
You are not leaving. I worked so hard to get them here. It's not fair. The only reason they agreed to go on a date with you is because I hadn't confessed yet. Can't you see in their eyes that they're in love with me, not you? Hey, darling, you're in love with me, alright? I don't know why I asked. I already know you are. It's obvious by the way you squirm under those ropes, dying to get out so we can be together. Just wait a little longer. I'll protect you from her.
Protect? Hey, dearie, don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm the one who will protect you. Remember when I confessed to you in the courtyard? I was already protecting you back then. I knew Yumi was planning to ask you out. I couldn't let that happen. She's terrible for you. I know that you like girls with short hair, so I cut mine. And I know you like blondes, so I dyed my hair. She didn't do any of that for you. She doesn't know you like I know you. I'm the perfect girl for you, not her. I made sure to confess to you first, even though I wasn't ready yet, so you would end up with someone good for you. My heart was pounding in my chest and I could barely get my words out, but you said yes. I was so happy. And you were happy too.
Hey, darling, that's not true, right? You weren't really happy, right? There's no way you'd be satisfied with someone like her. Maybe her new hair is pretty, but she's not passionate like me. You need someone who's so devoted to you that no one would ever be able to come between. If you were going on a date with me instead, she wouldn't have had the chance to kidnap you. I know she would try. She would use the rope and the knife in her backpack, but I wouldn't allow that to happen. You would never leave my sight. If you stay here with me, you'll be safe forever. I'll give you everything you need, and you'll never have to leave my side again. Doesn't that sound wonderful, darling?
I know what she's saying sounds lovely, but you can't trust her. If she were truly dedicated to you, she would have gotten to you first. I followed your every move to make sure I was the first to confess to you. And don't think Yumi and I were the only ones planning. You had a dozen other girls who were waiting for the perfect moment to tell you their feelings. But I made sure to put them in their place. I would leave class early every day to dispose of any letters left in your locker. Oh, and dearie, you should be more careful with your locker combination. If I could figure it out, I am sure someone without your best interest in mind could find it too.
Don't take all the credit for that. You know I was throwing out letters too. I had to know their locker combination in order to put those chocolates in there, right? I was waiting for your letter, but you were smart enough to ask them in person. I should have known you'd be willing to throw romance out the window in order to be the first.
Isn't it funny how jealous she sounds? I can't blame her. I'd be jealous too. What we have is so very special. She'll never know how it felt to hear you say those pretty little words. I love you too. I almost feel sorry for her.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. They haven't made their final decision yet, after all. It wasn't fair of them to accept your confession because they didn't have all the necessary information. They didn't know that I had been crafting the perfect love letter to win their affections. If they really loved you, they wouldn't have come to meet up with me, right? What person with a girlfriend meets up with someone who wrote them a love letter? I wouldn't be so secure in your relationship. So, darling, who will it be? Don't be shy, you can tell me. I know how badly you want to be with me. Don't worry about what she'll do. I can protect you from her.
Yumi, this isn't going anywhere. We can't know what they want with that tape over their mouth.
Maybe you can't, but I can tell from their eyes that they're in love with me. Can't you read that expression? Fear, excitement, love. They're feeling all of those emotions at once. Isn't that a sign of true romance? Maybe it is mostly fear swirling around in those eyes. Alright. Well, if they can't tell us what they want, then we'll just have to decide for them, no?
What are you proposing?
I propose we each list off all of our qualities that prove we're a perfect match for them. Whoever runs out first is the loser.
Fine. You start.
I am willing to do anything for you. All you have to do is tell me, and I'll make it happen. I can't say no to that pretty little face of yours.
I'm exactly what you want in a girl. Pretty, athletic, blonde, shy. With me, you'll never want anything more. I'll always be exactly what you want.
Even when I'm just writing you a tiny little note, I'll always do it in the most beautiful calligraphy. I've been practicing for years, so you can feel my dedication to you through my handwriting.
You do calligraphy?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I do calligraphy as well. I drew this last night in preparation for our date today.
Wow. That's really pretty. I would feel so special if I received a note like this. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure I ever received a love note. I've certainly written many, but never received one.
You're right. It's hard to find someone whose dedication matches my own. I can spend hours cooking for someone and they don't even show up for our date.
It would be nice if someone put in the same effort I did for my love.
Hey, have you ever kissed someone before?
Why would you ask that?
I haven't either.
Really? It's hard to believe someone as pretty and talented as you would never have kissed someone.
I could say the same thing about you, you know. I was so worried when I heard you were confessing to them. I thought there'd be no way they'd pick me over someone as beautiful as you.
You think so? No one's ever told me something so sweet. This feeling is so unfamiliar. Hey, Nanami? Do you want to get out of here? I've realized I've been wasting my time chasing after someone who won't chase me back.
I feel the same way. I have cookies, sandwiches, and fresh squeezed orange juice. Do you want to go have a picnic?
I would really like that.